see is Jesus being confronted by religious leaders in his day who are often trying to impress Jesus with their knowledge of the scriptures and their knowledge of the law. And time again, what Jesus is trying to do with those people is to turn them back to the kind of childlike faith that we see from David in the story of David and Goliath, because that is the kind of faith that we bring to God. We bring a simple and pure and uncomplicated kind of faith. Knowledge doesn't save, but faith does. And that's important for us to remember if we've been Christians for a long time. We've gone to a lot of Bible studies. We've heard lots and lots of sermons. We have been around, whether it be Vacation Bible School from the time we're little all the way up to these days.
I'm so sorry.
Why do you come in the store anyway?
Because I got all my crap that load in and out of my car.
It's here by band. Okay, lock the door back, please. Hi, this is the sermon ending that will not end. In the days of Jesus' earthly ministry, he was constantly confronted with so-called experts in the law, people that would come along and try to impress Jesus with their knowledge of the scriptures and their knowledge of the law. And Jesus' response to that generally was to try to turn them back or steer them back to a more childlike faith, the kind of rock-solid, simple, always forward kind of faith that we see coming from David here in the story of David and Goliath. It's like that for us sometimes as Christians. If we've been Christians for a long time, we've been to a lot of Bible studies and we've heard a lot of sermons, and over time we can begin to rely more on the stuff, more on the knowledge that we have of God than on our faith in God. We have to remember that knowledge doesn't save, it's faith that saves us. And so you need to ask yourself, what is an area of your life, perhaps, or your ministry, or whatever your context is, what is an area that you need to kind of steer back to that kind of childlike faith? That you might be relying more on the stuff, more on the knowledge that you have, more on what you've heard and studied and things like that, but not so much on that basic element of faith that we're supposed to have. Again, the people of Israel, these soldiers, they knew that they were the army of God. They knew they were the people of God, but when the going got tough, they relied more on what they saw and knew about the army they were facing than on the faith they should have in the one that they were serving. So that's the message for you and for me today. Let's return back to that childlike faith to truly experience the kingdom of God. Thanks so much and have a great week.